Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 32 of our All the Mod 6 to the Sky Let's Play series. Where today I want to do a couple of base automation work kind of thing, a little bit of cleanup around here and everything. As you can see, this guy from our netherite furnace has already filled up this basic fluid tank. Now granted, this is only 13 buckets, but I want to get this fluid put into a tank so that way we can just put it into a tank and have access to it anywhere in the base. I want to switch gears a little bit though in that regard, and instead of using ender tanks like we have been, I want to use quantum entangloporters from Mechanism. Reason being, it's a little bit easier to manage when you start getting into more and more fluids. Because if we go over to our storage area, our tanks, like right now we have this one is white, white, white. This one's, orange, orange, orange. And then we'll have one for green, green, green for liquid XP. But then what happens when we get to Industrial Foregoing's Essence? Well, that can't be green, green, green because liquid XP is green, green, green. So we need to set it up to green, green, white or something like that. It just gets confusing to start having to manage your channels. Whereas Mechanism's quantum entangloporters don't have that issue. They're text based. You set your channel and it's completely text based. So I did teach the system how to make these in between episodes. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off, and I actually am going to need two of them, one to receive and one to output. So we're going to go ahead and get those started so that they can do their thing. And then we can set up a simple black hole tank, which I also taught the system how to make, and I made one already. So for our lava and our latex, we'll keep them as they are now, but going forward, we're going to switch over to using these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this just like before. We're going to have it pull, and then the back will just be enabled, and then we'll turn all of these off. Also, someone had pointed out a while ago, a configuration card for Mechanism is something that I think I want to make, mainly because it lets me copy configurations. And if you saw me use these quantum entangloporters in Enigmatica 6, you'll see why I would want this. How does this work? No UI or anything. Probably just right click, shift right click on one, shift right click on another machine. I'm going to assume. That scared me. I saw something. It's these items because of this. The absorption hopper is not fast enough. Anyway, let's get going. So what we want is those quantum entangloporters, which are still cooking, which leads me to believe something is stuck. This is the first time I've tried crafting these higher tiered things. You're making ingots, and the ingots are made in thermal inside of the induction smelter. Where did this iron come from? Where did this iron come from? I don't know where that iron came from. Anyway, the refined obsidian ingots, you can get an osmium compressor, or they go into an induction smelter. So induction smelter I already had, so that's a little bit easier to set up. And we're actually going to want a third one of these because we have the mob farm getting experience as well. So anyway, so how do these work? Okay, let's go to our... Oh, actually, we were already in the right spot. We just need to be over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this. And we're going to take our quantum entangloporter and we are going to place it on top of here, okay? And I remember this being funky with how it likes to place. So let's... Nope. You got to get this in just the right spot, and it's picking them up. There we go. Okay. So the quantum entangloporter is basically wireless transfer of a bunch of different things. What I generally like to do is turn every single thing off. And this is why we got the configuration card, because these guys come pre-set up to input on everything, output to the front. And I don't want that. I don't want anything else going into this quantum entangloporter except for the stuff that I say, hey, you can go in here. But this can transport a lot of stuff: items, fluids, gases, slurries, energy, and heat, all through this one block, and it's all wireless. So what I want to do is, does that work? Okay, so it pulled from that quantum entangler porter. So let's see what happens in the future. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, liquids. The bottom is going to be a input. Okay, so this guy is going to input from the bottom. And then we're going to set a channel. So we're going to say fluid XP input. Check. It is set. It is done. So XP is now being dumped into this guy. Now this does have a buffer of 512, and you can see it's got about 14 buckets of experience in there right now. So it's working. This is dumping its experience into there. Now we're going to go over to our storage and automations, and we're going to put this experience into our black hole tank. Bam. So we're going to say you are going to be on the, actually first, we're going to try out this configuration card. So this guy, injected configuration data. Oh, look at that. Bam. That is glorious. I don't have to do that every single time. We're just going to save that as quantum entangler porter data. So what we're going to say is you are going to be on the input network. You're technically going to be outputting, but they're pairs, if you understand what I'm saying. And then on the right, you can go ahead and output, auto eject. Bam. There's our liquid experience. And then whenever we want to use this, we could set up another quantum entangler porter on a fluid XP output network, and it'll pull from this side and then go to wherever machine that we want it to go to. Real quick, I want to do this, and we can set this to pull from over here just to drain this guy of his experience. It's not the fastest in the world, but it works. And we have 1,000 buckets of lava and 48 buckets of latex. I wonder, are we? Oh yeah, we're making latex. It's producing. It's just our latex production's slow. We haven't ever put any upgrades in it, and not that I don't even think we're gonna need 48 buckets of latex ever. So, I did request another quantum entangler porter, didn't I? Yes. And you can, like I said, you can also use this for energy. Keep in mind, it does have a limit on its transfer speeds. I don't quite remember what that is. Wow, this thing is almost full of 1,000 buckets. That's a lot. What we could do is, well, break that. That tank is probably going to go into here eventually. At least I hope so. We're going to set our configuration done. So you don't shift right click, you just regular right click when you want to apply the configuration. And then we're going to say fluids are going to input on that side, and you are fluid XP input. So experience will come into this guy. Okay. Now, where did that tank go? Because that was 1,000 buckets of experience that just disappeared. There it is. Let's take my magnet and turn it off. Maybe then I'll be able to pick it up. Okay, I did. And then let's take this and turn my magnet back on. I was like, where's all my other curios? I just had to scroll up. Let's go over here to our storage area. And basically this is going to, oh man, we're going to end up having a massive back stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade this black hole tank because this is already, there's 1,000 buckets in here, and this only holds 1,000 buckets. Black hole tank. We basically need to we need a supreme black hole tank that can hold infinite liquid experience. Goodness gracious. Or we're just going to have to start voiding it once it gets full. Yeah, that's going to be an issue eventually. This is going to take forever for this to drain, by the way. But okay, so we got that taken care of, and now we have quantum entangler porters taught to the system. Now, question is, what do we do with all this experience that we're getting? Like, we're just sitting on a lot of experience and nothing about nothing. It ain't doing anything for us at the moment. I kind of like. I kind of want to like downgrade our magnet. Like, does it have a? Oh, don't pick up experience. Oh, well, let's decrease the range on this. Like, so that way I don't get that weird things. And it's not gonna pick. Well, I do want you to pick up experience, just not in that large of a area. There we go. I could have just done that the whole time. And there we go. And now we don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I want to use this experience. I mean, we're getting a lot of experience from this mob farm. It's going crazy. We're getting a lot of items. I had to go in and actually in our storage area, I had to add slime because we're getting a bunch of slime and sky slime, as well as blitz motes, spider chelicerae, slime pearls, and I don't even know what that is. But whatever it was, we had a lot of it, so I had to dump it all into our drawers. Our drawer wall is getting massive, and we still have tons of essences to do. We're gonna end up having to like, I don't even know, extend this way, I guess, but then we're not gonna be able to see. I don't know. We'll have to figure that part out because that's a lot of drawers that we have. Um. Anyway, so that was that. I do still want to get into power, but I would like to do a couple things. I want to use our levels. We've been, racking up levels, and we're now have that bug where we show we have no levels at all. That happens when you go in between dimensions, by the way. And it doesn't fix until you pick up an experience. So if we like come up here and probably pick up some of this experience. So now the absorption hopper is probably going to be able to keep up. Yeah, look, there we go. 128 levels. We need to use this experience. So we got a couple things. First off, we need an enchanting table, right? So let's just get an enchanting table, just bog standard enchanting table. And then we're also going to want bookshelves. Now, we're going to need a total of, 15 bookshelves? Is that correct? I think that's correct. It's 15 bookshelves. I'm always a little bit iffy on my enchanting stats, especially when apotheosis is in here because it changes things a lot. We also actually have the ability to make these end shelves, I do believe, except we don't have dragon's breath. So no end shelves. What are you? Draconic shells, pearlescent shells. We can actually make end rods. So you are Eterna +3. A regular one is Eterna +1. Quanta and Arcana. So you're Eterna 3, but you can have a max of 40 using these. So let's see. So we can have 13 of these and then 2 regular bookshelves. Is that how I'm reading this correctly? Now what's funny is I can't make these because I don't have dragon's breath yet, but I can make these. Oh no, I can't. I still need dragon's breath. That's in the nether. Maybe we go to the end and just get dragon's breath. No, we'll just do regular bookshelves for now. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do regular bookshelves. So what I want to do to make this easier on myself is the secrets of enchanting. Oh, because I made the table. Let's go teach the system how to make bookshelves because auto crafting everything is the way I like to do it. Why sit here and make all these bookshelves when I can just have the system do it for me? So let's make 15 bookshelves. Real quick. Do I have any other option? Or let's apotheosis. So you're 1.5. You are 2. What is the recipe for you? I don't have any puffer fish. I don't have any of you. Glowing hell shelves. That just requires nether brick and potion of regeneration. Ugh. No, I think we'll just go with regular bookshelves, and then eventually we'll switch over to the end shelves, and that'll be the way that we go. Because it's not going to be too difficult to do. We just got to go in, and we have to kill the dragon. We just need to get some dragon's breath. So we can pop over to the end, get some dragon's breath, and then, come back. It's not that big of a deal. But for now, we'll just do it like this. Okay, so I guess we'll set this up over here, yeah? This will kind of be our enchanting area. So let's set this back a bit. And we'll set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know. Yes, level 30 enchants. And we have no experience again, but that's okay. So that would enchant. That was Soulbound, Bane of Arthropods, or Unbreaking, and this would be experience boost, Miner's Fervor. Okay, cool. So there is base enchanting ready to go. However, that's not all I want, right? This is modded Minecraft. We don't want to just stick to regular enchanting. We want modded enchanting. So we have a couple machines that I have found. So in the past, I have used all of these: the enchantment factory, applicator, and extractor. I want to see how these work in this pack and see exactly what we're dealing with. We do need advanced machine frames, which just requires to get pink slime. So that's not in our cards right now. I probably should look at these things before I say I want to use them, What about the sorter? Mob crusher. No, mob slaughter factory. That's you. We could make one of these real quick. That just requires this stuff. The mob slaughter factory is what gets you pink slime from killing mobs. Generally, passive mobs get you more than these higher level mobs, but we'll be okay with it. Question is, where do I want to put this thing? It does have a range, but I don't think the range goes down. I'd have to take away one of my fans. Let's just see. Okay, so if I do this, I put the range upgrade in here. Yeah, it'll do it, but it doesn't increase it vertically. And I have that lower, actually. Oh, wait, you know what? That actually works perfect. Because I have witch water here. So this actually accesses the room. Yeah, check that out. Run with no redstone signal. Run with a redstone signal. Give me a lever. And power. I don't know if I told y'all, but I taught the system how to make flux points. Let's do this. We're going to set this to mob slaughter on our network. You now have power. And you should start generating stuff. It's going to compete with that, but that's okay. I'm not concerned about it. But we want it to run with a redstone signal. So why is it running? Oh, because you're getting a redstone signal from this lever. That's unfortunate and not ideal. So if I turn that off, that turns that one off. Yeah. Well, that's okay. It just turns one of our fans off, which is not ideal, but it'll be okay. So anyway, so that's going to get us some pink slime. And it doesn't generate, well, normally it wouldn't generate super fast with this setup because regular mobs don't generate a bunch of pink slime, but since we have so many mobs, it's going crazy. It's also not the every 3 seconds it ticks. Right? Every 4 seconds. So what we want to do is at industrial speed upgrades. Let's get some speed and efficiency because what it's doing is it's fighting with the other thing. I could turn that off and then just let this thing run and kill all the mobs, but I also want the regular mob drops. Yeah, so let's teach the system how to make these. Though, do these require? Yeah, just latex. Okay. So we're gonna do you, but we're gonna use regular glass planes. You and you. That is speed tier 2, and we have the diamonds, so why not just go to full speed, full speed ahead, and that's you. Now, does the system know how to make diamond gears? No. So let's teach you how to make those too while we're at it. That's that. And then if we go over to our industrial foregoing area, which is you, we can go here and say, hey, make us a speed and an efficiency add-on. Oops. And it'll do it. And you know what? Go ahead and make us 2 so we can use one of those to speed up the... we're missing glass panes. And efficiency, give me that one, make us another set. And now you can get those and you can do your things faster, which just ultimately benefits us in the long run. And give me you and you. Okay. I really should expand this out and get more elevators up here. All right, where did I put that thing? I should have put it here, actually. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Do I have anything? No. Yeah, let's put that here. That would make way more sense. Break it. Give me the stair and the brick. Stairs, brick. Yeah, having it being in our central area is a lot more smarter. Mob slaughter factory got picked up by the thing. Okay, you're getting power, correct? Yes. And then you and you. And the range upgrade, where did it go? There we go. Interesting that every once in a while that goes down to like 1 set. It's like, oh, speed boost, and then it changes. Not sure what that one's about, but anyway, we're getting pink slime, which is what we want. And this will back stuff on pink slime, and then once it does, actually, this is fine. We'll let this run, back stuff with this 8 buckets of pink slime, and then we'll be okay to let this just run and get regular mob drops. Or should we set up quantum entangle porters to import the liquid meat and the pink slime into the system? Yeah, because so we're going to need to actually, because we need it to auto craft. Yeah. So we're going to need a total of 4 of these. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because we're going to need it to auto craft with... I don't know if we auto craft with liquid meat at all, but we do auto craft with pink slime quite often, actually, when we get into the higher tiers. So we're going to need to set up a simple black hole tank with both of those. So basically, this is going to run for a while, and we'll let that buffer. I think we've got enough liquid experience, and our mob drops, we've got plenty. Like, if I need wither skeleton skulls, I got 1,000, plus these things can be used to make wither skeleton skulls. Bam. And then what is a wither bone? You're used to make a bunch of weapons from ice and fire, it looks like. And then you from Reliquary. You also make Wither Skeleton Skulls. And then, yeah, so plenty of stuff. Let's get our configuration card. We're going to put one of them here. Oh, here. And then the other one can go here. Oh, hopefully these don't, well, it doesn't really matter, but interesting that I don't get pushed by the witch water. Oh, my goodness. I was going to say, hopefully it doesn't let light in here, but it doesn't really matter at this point anymore because that thing operates light independent. So we're going to get our configuration card, reset both of you. We're going to say you are going to be the liquid meat input. Check. And you are going to get fluids input from the right hand side. And you are going to be pink slime input. And you are going to get fluids input from the left. And then you are going to disable everything. You're going to push to the right. And then you are going to do the same, but you're going to, sorry, you are going to push to the left. Okay. So that is liquid meat going into both of these quantum entangler and yeah, and it's controlled by this redstone signal. So as long as this fan is on, it's on. Like I said, it'll eventually back stuff, but this has a 512 bucket buffer. We're still getting mob drops from here. Plus this is running. I think we're going to be absolutely okay with all of this. I'm not concerned about it at all. So then if we go to our storage area, we can start backstuffing on all this, but we'll be able to create all the stuff because we should have enough pink slime now. Look, this thing is still draining. So if we boop, boop, and then I need to get external storages set up on these. I think I need 3 of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So I have all of that available to our system too. So if I do this, nope. Oh man, really? Really? It's because it has gaps in its hitbox, and so it reset my progress. Okay, so you are going to be liquid meat, and you are going to fluids, eject to the right, and then you are going to be pull from the right. Why are you getting the meat? You are going to pull, and you are going to be pink slime input, fluids output to the right. Yeah, why are you not working? You have meat. Look, there is meat and there is slime. These are liquids. So I can get a bucket of both. If I do this, I should. Yeah, liquid meat. Bueller? Bueller? Yeah, pink slime. Fluids. What if I don't auto eject? It's like, did it get reversed? It did. When I put them down, they got reversed. Okay, I see what happened there. Okay. Come on. I really need to get like air affinity or something so I can do this properly. Okay, so now you are liquid meat. Fluids, output to the right. Okay, you did it correctly. And then you are pink slime. Fluids, output to the right. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, there we go. And this thing's full. All the XP is in here. So this is going to fill up with this XP at a 512 bucket buffer. And then, yeah, I don't know what to do after that. Really, we need to upgrade this thing, ultimately. But anyway, we got pink slime, so we can use that. Let's get those external storages real quick. And then that's wrapping up point, but we can then expand into more enchanting. I think that'll be cool. You are liquid, liquid, liquid. And if we go over to our refined storage area and we look at our fluid crafter, we should have all of those available to us. What is going on? Fluids. Yeah, you're a fluid. Oh, I know why. Back enabled, and back enabled. There we go. Now, if we go over here, we should have access to pink slime, liquid meat. Liquid meat is great, by the way, because it can be used in a... Where is liquid meat? It can be used in this guy. Well, you can't see it, but there's a meat feeder. This guy keeps you full, saturated at all times, and it keeps you fully saturated, which is great because it's a pain sometimes to, oh, we can actually make this. Oh, isn't that nice? It's going to use all of that, but yeah, it goes in the head slot and keeps you full. So I don't actually even need the upgrade on our fruit salad anymore because the meat feeder will always keep us right there. So it doesn't matter how much we sprint, it'll use the meat inside of here, but it'll keep us fed. I'll keep this on there because, you know, sometimes the meat feeder runs out and then you forget. So then you run out and then you're stuck running around without any meat, or any saturation, but hey. Anyway, wrapping up point for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Please feel free to subscribe. According to my YouTube metrics, 70% of the people who watch my channel, they're not subscribed. So if you just take a few moments, look down below this video. If that subscribe button doesn't say subscribed, hit it. What's it hurt? Just go ahead and hit it. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, and that is like the ultimate goal, at least starting out, to hit. So if you want to help me out with that, I'd really definitely appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.